Hi Cancer, this is your end of June 2021 intuitive spiritual tarot and oracle message, speaking about the theme of what a message from your guides would be. So I'm using the Angelarium Oracle of Emanations to get a little bit more information and some kind of guided channeled messages about who your guide might be, what they might look like, and things like that. The Angelarium Oracle of Emanations, I've been using it on my channel for about a week and a half now, because I did the last readings like this with these cards as well, so you can go check those out as well. The Angelarium Oracle of Emanations, it's a Kabbalistic Tree of Life based oracle deck where it focuses on personifications of the branches of the Kabbalistic Tree of Life, as well as angelic concepts as well, into a very clear oracle deck, although I'm just using it to look at your guides. I'm not actually using it for the purposes of the oracle almost at all. And then I'm going to be using the oracle, the herbal tarot, excuse me, to get your message out from your guides. I'm going to say a quick prayer over the cards now that I've shuffled them a little bit, and then we're going to get right into it. So just give me a second, and while I'm doing that, please like the video, subscribe if you enjoy content like this. I post a lot of videos like this one and like others that are a little bit more extended. I also post readings for Twin Flame collectives and other things, Cancer. Okay, here's my prayer. Okay, so let's get into your reading, Cancer. Okay, you have Material, which is the Angel of Rain in the Angelarium Oracle of Emanations deck. Your guide might be associated with weather or water. So, and this can be a deity, this could be an Orisha, this could be, I don't think that I'm communicating with Orishas, but some people might think that. I'm not really sure. We also have angels on here. We also have possible ancestors for some of you as well. This guide is associated with rain. They actually might be from a very mountainous region of the world. But I also get the impression that this guide is also possibly just associated with water, or they like to focus on the emotional side of things. This guide might be very protective, but not in the defensive energy, but more offensive. This guide would help you with things like magic or psychic abilities. If this was an individual who was alive during your lifetime, they might have been a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. This person might have liked the color pink or blue. This person might have been LGBT. They're just saying that if they were alive and you knew them. It's a very ethereal energy, but it's also very emotional. So it's kind of like, that's the thing about like higher powers, is sometimes you don't really associate them with emotions because we see them as non-human, but they do kind of express emotion in a certain kind of way when you start to deal with them. So let's see what this guide has to say to you, Cancer. This might even be a version of your higher self. Yeah, they actually do see you very clearly as the Knight of Cups here. They see you, Cancer, as somebody who is open with emotions, and that's kind of why they connect with you, because they like the energy that you exude, not because they feel like they have to help you with it. You're very expressive with the way you feel, and they appreciate that about you. We have the Eight of Cups, and they're really here to kind of help you move out of toxic situations where people exploit your emotions, I see here. We have the Nine of Pentacles, because you are a very abundant individual on your own, and they want to help you develop that abundance in the highest love and light, they're basically saying. Not necessarily in those exact terms, but that's the energy that they're kind of exuding here. They want you to be They want you to have a beneficial relationship with yourself, and also possibly beneficial relationships with other people who can really help you. But they don't actually tell you about all the influence that they have over your life with the moon here. This guide might be very protective, but it's not protective in the energy where they're like stopping. They're not stopping traffic for you. If you stepped out in traffic, they're not going to stop the cars. I don't think that that's their interest. They're more interested in protecting you from situations where you're feeling the heat of situations and you're allowing yourself to really feel that endurance. We have the Ace of Pentacles coming out. They do have offerings for you, or they appreciate the offerings that you do give them if you give them offerings, regardless of the nature of the higher power that you're connecting with, that you happen to call your guide at this time. And they really like the abundance that you exude. They like the energy that you have around yourself. We have the Ten of Wands, though. They do see that you're very stressed, and I don't think that they care for that, but it's not something that they are directly controlling. Let's see what they have to say about the Ten of Wands, though. They said you have a lot of toxic people that add to your stress, which is why they're always around you. We have the Eight of Wands. Yeah, this guide is not really about that. They want to kind of move you out that. They try to help you make faster paced decisions instead of sitting in that stressed energy for too long. They said you might deal with some low level anxiety that you're just kind of calling your spiritual journey, and that's fine, but you really need to kind of get your head out of that. Especially if you need to go talk to someone, just go talk to someone. It also might be related to your relationships, though. We have the Ten of Cups coming out to talk about emotional fulfillment. They really want you to be emotionally fulfilled moving forward, and they're trying to move you into that energy instead of being in this Ten of Wands energy where you're super stressed all the time. We have the Page of Pentacles. They're also trying to show you that you have a lot to offer when it comes to relationships outside of yourself, or just in general, even when it comes to like work ethic and things like that. This guide really wants to show you that you are a very valuable person. They want to move you out of that low self-esteem that you have, Cancer. We have Judgment. You might have they said you might have a Libra placement with this, but or they might have had a Libra placement as well, but they said they're not judging you because of your low self-esteem, although you are a very sensitive individual. They're just trying to get you out of that energy of stagnation due to overstress. This is a very similar energy to the last reading that I just did for Gemini, so you might want to listen to that one as well, although a different guide did come through for Gemini. And the last card that we have for you is the Knight of Swords. So they do communicate with you, and they do wish for you to pray with them or communicate with them as well. Let's get some more cards out, though. Okay, we have the King of Swords. Yeah, and they even think that they could help you kind of they said enlighten yourself, but what they're really talking about is have some kind of mental psychic awakening for yourself where you're more aware of things around you, or possibly even help you kind of logic yourself out of certain situations that you're kind of stuck in right now. Ultimately, this guide is very calm. They do have a very calm, serene presence, and I feel like this might even be a version of your higher self coming through this reading. Like I said, I think that there's a lot of good things for you coming to you in the near future if you do choose to work with this guide more moving forward. They are very appreciative and they are very calm in this energy, but they really don't have a whole lot to say. They're just kind of very observant right now. They see you going through a lot of stuff, and they're just trying to help you maneuver out of these situations. And that's not a bad energy to be in, but they're almost telling me right now that I need to just stop the reading. Like, it's just done. Like, there's nothing else to say. You might even communicate with this guide a lot more if you choose to communicate with this guide, so they want me to keep this reading short. So that's all I have for you, Cancer. If you enjoyed this reading, please like it, leave a comment telling me how much it resonated for you if you so please. Leave a star emoji if you got to this point in the reading when you actually do comment, and also subscribe to the channel if you like content like this. Goodbye.